Welcome back to another episode of Here It's Out.
I'm your boy Jay Bizzle.
And this your boy Key Jones, and we back with another interesting topic for y'all. And before we get into the topic, as y'all can see, we got some art. We got some art.
That was part of our New Year's goal, and hey, we starting to get some in.
Yeah.
And also, we got the merch. We got some merch. You know what I'm saying?
And tell them who the art by.
Cares Creations, a.k.a. Caroline Paston, which just happened to be my girl.
Yes, sir. And this little something I did.
You know, he's a little devil dabble.
Yeah.
It ain't bad though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. All right, so as y'all can see by the title, today's title or topic will be non-believers.
With that being said, we're not saying that we are non-believers, but we actually just taking a different step and seeing it from their point of view, or maybe just talking about what make people not want to believe.
Yes, sir. So I'm going to get into it by saying, like, I feel like a lot of people, they don't believe in God because when they pray, I feel like they don't get what they're looking for instantly. Sometimes you got to see things as maybe I'm not ready for it yet, you know?
And I will say, yeah, I agree with that. Just because, like, I know a lot of people that be like, "Oh my God, well, I've been praying my whole life, and then it never happened." I'm like, well, maybe it's not your time for that.
Yeah, maybe.
Like, you gotta like have patience with that, because God not just gonna hand you what you really want. He gonna hand you what you need.
Maybe it's some lessons that need to be learned, or some experiences you need to go through in order for Him to give you what you're looking for.
But also, with that being said, though, if like let's say somebody have been praying for something all their life, and like they keep getting that like no, or they keep getting turned down, or things just like don't happen to go the way they would hope, then that does kind of like make them doubt and have that doubt, like, oh, maybe there is no God. I've been praying my whole life and that never happened. So
right.
So that I can see how that like will make somebody not want to believe.
Yeah, and when you do pray and get things, sometimes it can be like the devil trying to come in your life as well, because he may give you something that you're not ready for and see you destroy yourself. Because I ain't trying to preach or nothing, but in John chapter 10 verse 10 it says,
"What?
The thief comes to steal, kill, and destroy." So he may give you something and know it's not the right time. Yes, sir.
Amen.
We preaching, yes sir, amen. But yeah, just try to watch out for things, because the devil, he's a thief. Yeah, he's lurking. The devil, he can come steal your peace, your happiness, everything, man. So just look out.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And also, I feel like a lot of people don't believe, especially like in the South, like where we, with the Bible Belt and everything. Like people feel forced to believe. Like I know, like me and Younger going to church all the time and stuff like that. Like as a kid, you don't really you don't really have the depth to understand what's the meaning of church.
You really just going because your parents, grandparents going,
And like I feel like once you like forced to do something, you really don't have like a say so. Like you're not interested in something that you're forced to do that you don't really want to. Now, as you get older and you kind of lean towards it on your own, that's a different thing. That's something you like choose to pursue. But like being forced to believe in something, especially like you a preacher's kid, like what if like that's a big thing.
Yeah.
Because like everybody like, oh, preacher kids are bad. Like that's the reason why, because they're forced to like automatically believe in something.
Yeah, and then I feel like when you get to the point as like a kid growing up and you start asking questions, bro, I feel like that's one of the most hardest things, because you asking questions and the person, whether it may be your parent, your grandparent, they ain't go always, I guess tell you what you want to hear in a way.
Yeah, they definitely gonna sugarcoat it.
Yeah,
like, I remember it was a few years ago. My niece had to be like 6 or 7. No, she was younger. I know that much because she's 12 now, so she had to be a little younger. But I was driving them home, and I always keep a cross hanging in my car.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Uncle Jay, what is that?" And I'm like, "Oh, that's the cross, baby."
That's the cross.
And she like, "What's the point of it?" Like she literally just like asking more questions and junk like that. And like in that moment, I was like, "Okay, well, this is a way for me to share that with her." But at the same time, I was like, gave her the option. I was like, "Well, this is what this means. This is what it stands for. Like Jesus died for our sins."
Yeah.
And like
I feel like it's good for kids to know because you don't want to know, God based off what somebody tell you. You want to get an understanding of, for yourself.
Based off your own curiosity.
Yeah. Right.
Because, like, honestly, it's different denominations and stuff like that. And it's like everyone believes that their religion is the right religion. Yeah. There's really no way to tell that. Like, unless you die, you don't know exactly what's going on. And, like, we can't speak to the dead.
Yeah.
I ain't about to deal with that in that. Right. Oh, no. You ain't about to.
Right. You never know.
Voodoo doll or something like that. You don't know. But, like, again, everyone believes their religion is right, so there's really no way to actually tell. Mm-hmm. And you can't really force your thoughts and your beliefs on other somebody, people when, for all you know, you could be wrong.
Right.
You don't know.
Yeah, that's a good statement. I feel like I know that God is real because with the things that I done been through, like, He done brought me through. You dig what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like it wasn't me because at the time I was weak. So, He had to be the strong person because I couldn't do it myself. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I remember it was a few times where, like, when I first moved up here, I didn't know nobody. I was out on my own. Me and my mama going through it. And it was just a rough time in life. And I remember I got in my car, I was speeding. I don't know where I was going. And I ended up driving somewhere. And I was like, let me just park and calm myself down. And I ended up going, like, turning into where a cross was. Like, that big cross in Graniteville.
You told me that.
I ended up with that. I was like, bro, this is, like, okay, this is crazy. And, like, got a pretty view, and I love views, and a little sunset. And that day, I was just up there mad, trying to write some jokes or whatever, calm myself down. And these two people, like, I saw them see me. Like, they were just, like, we were watching each other.
They could have been some angels, my boy.
And, like, oh, my God. Like, I saw them, and, like, dude came up to me. He was like, I had a choice. I could either kiss my beautiful wife at this sunset, or I could come over here and pray for you. I chose to come pray for you. Yeah. And I was like, okay. Like, I mean, but you know me, I'm like, I'm weird. I don't know you. I don't even know this town like that. I'm weary. Right. But, like, nah, like, he came over there, prayed for me. His wife prayed for me. And, like, we just had, like, a little moment. And I was like, dang, like, God came to me at that time.
Yeah.
And, like, I felt like I was in the mind state where, like, I didn't know telling what I would do. Especially, like, I'm over here speeding, like, just angry and stuff like that. And, like, the fact that a moment like that came, I was like, dang, maybe it is a higher power that, like, oversees all this and, like, let people know it's okay. And, like, I'm not just going to say, okay, this is going to sound bad. I wasn't going to say God. Mm-hmm. But, again, I'm not just trying to force my belief on people. It's just like, I do feel like there's a higher power.
Yeah, most definitely. And it's good you said that because I feel like God leads people where they need to be led in life.
Oh, yeah.
Because, you could have been driving fast and God forbid, you could have gotten a wreck or whatever.
Yeah, I could have gotten a wreck. I could have got pulled over.
Yeah, He leads you where you need to be led.
Yeah, but somehow I ended up at that cross.
That's
right. Like, you can't make that. I wish I could make that up, but I really, yeah.
And I feel like our generation don't really go to church as much. Why do you feel our generation don't go to church like we supposed to? I mean, some people do.
Some people do. But I feel like we don't go just because it's not looked at as the cool thing to go. Because, like, our generation is based off, let's be honest, likes and who's popular, who's not. And going to church seems like a corny thing right now.
Yeah.
And I hate that it's like that. But, again, just some people, I mean, not even as far as that. Some people just genuinely just don't believe because they haven't had reason to believe. Or people who have been from the church that they try to come around have been some of the main ones to stab them in the back or like make them feel like trash. Because, like, let's be honest, church people are very judgmental.
Yeah, that's what I was finna say. I feel like a lot of people don't go because, church, it can be, the people within the church can be judgmental. They, everybody has their own problems. So I feel like there's no room for nobody to judge another person. I feel like that's one of the biggest reasons.
Oh, yeah, because, my bad, I didn't cut you off.
You have a lot of hypocrites within the church.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Because, like, I personally feel like judgment make a lot of people not want to believe. Because, like, let's say somebody who's addicted to drugs try to come to church to, like, find that And then people like, oh wow, he should be here. He's on drugs. Like he's coming there like for you to not judge him, but to help him. And like literally, church people like I'm not gonna say all church people because I know some genuinely just like good-hearted church people. I know a lot, but I have also seen the other side of it where it's just like, oh, if you don't go by the book and do exactly this, exactly that, like if you were just completely without sin,
you're going to hell.
You're going to for real. You're going to hell. I'm like, yo, you sinning too. Like,
right? Everybody's sinning, bro. Like,
it's just like you have to for one, you have to understand that like, hey, this is a sin, and like you can't just like try to live your life to be perfect. You have to live your life to be like, okay, I understand this is bad. How can I change this? How can I be closer, or how can I become better? Rather than like, oh, you did this thing. Oh, we're gonna hold this against you forever. Like, no.
Like we as people, we sin every day. No matter what you do, cursing is sinning, lying is sinning, whatever you do. Like,
let he who is without sin cast
the first stone. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I don't see no stones getting thrown at me because y'all ain't what I see.
But yeah, everybody sins, and I feel like nobody should judge another person because it's God's, job to,
Yeah. And I like honestly too. I feel like I personally believe in God, but I also think it's okay to not go to church as long as you still enforcing your enforcing your belief, like reading or whatever. And like
preaching
still get
the
your
gospel, tell people about God, whatever.
Yeah, it's like, and not even only that, like showing that. Because like, you can read the Bible all day long, but if you're not like actually going out trying to be a good-hearted person and take that word seriously, then like, what's the point of it? Like, you can be a good person. I don't know. But like, and also people don't really realize church is the people, it's not the building. Yeah. Yeah. So,
that's true. The people make the church.
Yes, exactly. There's no building. I mean, there ain't no church without the people in it. So I don't know. That's just me.
I feel like people, you within the church, you got to spread the goodness, and you got to
Like, and I'm like earlier, you had said something about being hypocrites. Now, one debate that's been ongoing for the longest, and I think you already know what I'm about to say, is the homosexuality thing.
Yeah.
Now, I get it. How in the Bible it says it's wrong. Yeah. But at the same time, like I said earlier, one sin don't outweigh another. So by you judging them by what they do or what they believe in, that's not gonna help you either. Because like, okay, you look at them like, oh, they're gay. I'm like, okay, well, what about all the sins you commit too? So like, be on the same level.
Like you said, like some of the sins, the judgmental person is, the nun could be way bigger than what the homosexual could have ever done.
They're like, oh, they're homosexual. Like, well, you had sex before marriage. How's that any different?
Right.
Like, oh, they're this. Well, you did this. Right. Like, so, like, I feel like people, for one thing, people need to mind their business. Yeah. If everybody mind their business, bro, it wouldn't
this would be a peaceful world.
It would be so peaceful. Just like, oh, you like them? All right. Like, like, I always believe if it don't keep me up at night, I don't worry about it. Yeah. Like, literally. Like, somebody loving the same sex is not gonna keep me up at night, so why should I even like stress about it? I don't know. That's just me personally. But a lot of people gonna hear that and just be like, oh, well, you can't say you believe in God if you condone that. I'm not saying I condone it. I personally don't like agree with it. Like, but at the same time, I'm not gonna not show love to somebody just because of what they believe in. Again, that's me forcing my belief on them. Like,
right. What do you think about like holy water and all that?
I ain't gonna lie. It depends. Yeah. Because remember I went to one church, literally they just had a lot of people, they just did it to everybody. I'm like, at the time, I was young, so I didn't know what that meant, bro. Yeah. I was like, bro, what is this? And the thing about it stayed on my head for the longest. It was like weeks later, I still just feel that little slimy feeling on my forehead. I was like, bro. But I don't know. They just go, like I said, like different denominations have they believe for what they believe it means and everything. Like, I have a friend whose father's a pastor. I love him to death. Yeah. Their denomination is Pentecostal, and like the first time I went there, it scared the mess out of me because like everybody was speaking in tongues, and like I was like, yo, like, what the world going on?
What you saying?
Like for real though, and who you saying it to?
Yeah.
But like I don't know with the holy water thing. It's just like I just don't know how I feel about it. I really don't. Like,
and I remember the first time I seen somebody catch the Holy Ghost. They kind of had me scared because I was little.
And like as a kid, you hear the word ghost, you like whoa, what's up? Like
what ghost y'all talking about?
I don't see nobody. Like y'all see something I don't see.
All right,
but yeah, like I said, each denomination have certain stuff that they believe in. Not saying it's right, I'm not saying it's wrong. It's just like certain churches have rituals and stuff like that. Like I can't think of what it's called. But like when you get the little piece of bread and you drink the like I ain't gonna lie, I used to love that.
I used to take little bread.
I used to go back for
y'all could go back for seconds.
No, not really.
And then they used to like the blood.
Yeah.
That gives me strength. Yeah. Yeah.
But like honestly, it's just I feel like certain rituals are just to I ain't gonna say rituals, but like certain things like that are just to like reinforce different ways to like what it means to believe and stuff like that. There's nothing wrong with that.
Have you ever got prayed over at a church?
Bruh. Matter of fact, that same church I was telling you about, all of them, like, while they speaking in tongues, all of them came to pray for me because everybody in the church was speaking in tongues except me. So I was like, am I supposed to be doing this? Like, I don't know, though. But it was a different experience. It wasn't bad. Like, I mean, I would, it wasn't bad because I started going back, but it was just like that first experience. I was like, holy Lord. Like, that was scary.
I remember when I got prayed over, like, we had to go up to the front. The pastor, he is gripping the mess up on my head, bro. I was little. Yeah, he was gripping my head like it was a basketball or something. I was like, Greg, hey, man.
He about to go dunk that peanut, bro.
Right. Yeah.
And I don't know. I just feel like not most, but some churches they do use the you gonna go to hell thing to scare you to try to believe.
And I feel like that's the wrong way to do things.
I'm like nobody should try to follow Jesus or follow God or any type of religion
because they're
scared of it. Like no, you should it should be that longing for it. Like you feel in your heart like okay, this is the right way to do it. You shouldn't be like I'm gonna do this because I'm scared of it. Right. Like nah, that's like me. Like that's like me going to fight in a war or something like that and having to kill somebody just because I'm scared to die.
Right. A lot of people do.
That was a bad analogy.
I mean, not really. A lot of people do it.
Or it's like, okay, I'll say this. It's like you give your money to a bully just because you're scared to get beat up.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I personally don't believe, like the scaring part of it.
Yeah, I feel like that's wrong, especially trying to say it in front of kids.
Yeah, and like, again, that's why like people don't believe just because like, so I'm only supposed to believe in this person just because I'm scared.
Yeah,
like nah. And also, hold on, I had a thought. This is random. Mm-hmm. It's on topic but off topic.
Yeah.
Another reason why I personally grew up and started I mean, like I said, I still believe, but like I started questioning was, let's be honest, the white Jesus.
Right?
I'm gonna be honest, bro. The white Jesus, listen to me. There's no way this man.
I'm finna drop a lesson on y'all after he say what he got.
There's no way this man came from the area.
He was in the desert.
In the desert. There's no way this man don't at least have a tan. Like you can't tell me he don't at least have a tan. Like no.
This man was in the desert, bruh. Like.
Jesus can't have freckles. He is melanated.
Melanated. He's a melanated being, bro. Like
I'm sorry.
And the origin, like the place where he came from, that's a part of Africa. So like Jerusalem and all that, Egypt.
My man got a skin of bronze.
Yeah.
And actually, I forgot exactly which verse, but it is a verse that actually says like skin of bronze.
Hair like wool. Yep. Yeah. Who got hair wool?
Brothers.
No, I'm telling you,
straight up like that. Now I don't know. That's gonna be a debate too. I already feel it, but it's literally. I mean, everybody.
It's facts though. Like,
and that's what I was gonna say. Everybody wanted to like go to the Bible, but they're like, "Oh, you skipped that part."
Right, it's right there. It's right there, bro.
So look at this wool right here.
Yes,
it need to get cut. It's a little nappy, but this is But yeah, I don't know. But I do understand why people
and
go ahead,
and they say the eyes like fire. You got some black folks when they get drunk, when they stay up too late, bro, the eyes gonna be red.
Hey, he did turn that water into wine, so they make water wine.
Yes, sir.
Oh, let me start. Okay, that's I'm not trying to be blasphemous.
Yeah. We just giving our opinion.
Hear us out.
Yeah, make sure y'all comment, like, and subscribe at this point.
Anytime, you know what I'm saying. Or drop how you feel about it, like whether you believe or not.
Yeah, if you believe, like the like button, comment.
All that. Like, and honestly, like I feel like I have had some very interesting conversations with people who don't believe and hearing their reasons why they don't.
Yeah,
and like me not giving that judgment to them, like make them feel like, okay, well, not all Christian people are bad.
Yeah,
but like it's a good thing because like sometimes people just want to be heard, like not judged, and I get it. You want to steer people in the right direction, but at the same time, there's ways to go about that without like, oh, you're not doing this, so we're not like, no, you can't do that. You can't be like that.
Yeah,
as a Christian person, you cannot be judgmental.
Yeah,
you just got to show everybody the same love that.
Cause everybody got their flaws, and what the old folks say is sweep around your own front porch, but you come messing with mine.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
And like that's the thing, like people always question why people don't come to a religion is because they don't feel welcome into that religion. Like, how can you show love to somebody and expect them to receive that love if all they receive is judgment?
Yeah. And then like with the judgmental part, like with people in churches, how can you be judgmental? Like in the Bible it says like come as you are, and I feel like that's referring to like how your heart is and your mind, like
I feel exactly. Come as you are. Like don't try to fake and be somebody you're not. Just like Lord, I cuss. I know I cuss. Oh, Lord, I do this.
Yeah. But I'm coming to you.
But I'm coming to you. Yes.
Yeah.
Humble yourself.
Right. Yes, sir.
I feel that. No, I agree with that wholeheartedly. I really do. Yeah. Because I'm not saying I'm the best person out here, but I do say I feel like I have a good heart. Caroline,
me too.
The girl who painted this picture, by the way, y'all gonna have to follow her.
Yeah, follow her at
Karis Creations.
Yes, sir. Instagram,
Facebook, all of it. But anyway, she's like that. Like she has a really big heart. I remember one day we were just riding down the road, and she saw this homeless guy on the side of the road, and she just like turn around, like for what? I didn't even see the dude. She like just turn around, and like. We had just left Mexican place, and like she had a full plate of food, and she was like, "Sir, I don't know if you like hungry or not or whatever, but here I have this for you." And he took it. And like another situation, we was in Greenville. We was at this gas station. This guy, he was like, "Ma'am, I don't want money. I just want food." And we just, me and her had just went to we had just got some snacks out the store, and we had just went to McDonald's. And like at first she was like, "Nah, I'm not giving out money." And he was like, "I don't want money. I just want food." And she got in the car, sad about it. She was like, "Dang, he did ask for food, didn't he?"
Yeah.
And she literally got out and gave him like our meal, and I was like, I looked at her like, "Look at you."
Yeah.
And like it's just like them moments right there is like just having that good heart, not because like you feel like you have to. It's just like that's that God in you. It's just like well, I'm gonna say that's that higher power.
Yeah.
But because you just feel the need to be a good person, not because no one told you to, or like, because Carolina been through hell, but at the same time, she still has that love in her heart to give to other people, and that's what the world needs, just to have that love in your heart, not no judgment, not no, who doing this, and this is sin, and this is sin. Like, no, just love people. That's all it is.
That's all you got to do.
Just love.
And I feel like, as well as loving people, I feel like your intentions have to be pure, like, because, like, if you go around having the wrong intentions, like, that's coming from your heart. That's coming from your mind. You can't just go around having wrong intentions. Like, I always try to keep, like, I always try to stay pure-minded and have, like, pure intentions towards people.
Yeah, because, like, you see some of the people on social media, they'll like have a camera all in a homeless person's face, like, "Oh yeah, I'm doing this." Yeah, that's not humble at all.
Yeah, right. You just doing it so you can get those likes and attention, basically.
Like, oh, you're a good person, like, but are you really though? You doing it for a different moment?
Yeah, would you do it without the camera?
That's what I'm saying. Like, like I can right now if I want to, I can name all the times I have went out my way to like do something nice for somebody, but like, where would they get me?
Yeah, right.
Like I'm not doing it for attention. It's just like I'm doing it just because like I feel like that's the right thing to do.
Right.
And again, like maybe you don't have to go to church to be a good person. Or sometimes you do need that. I don't know. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Like it's like I know it sounds hypocritical of me, but at the same time, like I know some really good hearted people who don't go to church, and I also know some people who do go to church who are like bad people. But and vice versa. I know some people who don't go to church and they some hell raisers. Like let's be honest. Like look, I feel like the devil be walking beside them on a daily. But it's also those genuine people who go to church who like will literally just show you God's love.
Like when most people think of the devil, they thinking of somebody with horns, and the devil, you know, is walk around, man. Like the devil could be just a regular person, you know.
For real.
Yeah.
See it in the eyes. Let me stop.
Right.
But nah, I don't know. Honestly, I didn't expect to even like talk about this that much. Like I even, but
good little topic.
It is. But I also just want people who consider themselves like either atheist, agnostic, or whatever you may believe in, whether it's like it don't have to be Christianity, whatever religion you believe in. I honestly
could, not to interrupt you, but you just could be like a spiritual being.
You could be. But like whatever you believe in, that's your choice. Like now, granted, as believers, it is our job to try to help you like get to what we believe is right. But at the same time, I'm not gonna try to force you to do something you're not willing or open to do. And I'm not gonna judge you for believing in what you believe in, because at the end of the day, you're still a person. You're entitled to your own thoughts. Like God gave us free will for a reason. There's your free will, so there's no judgment. If you ever like, no matter who you are, if we know you personally, you want to talk or you want to share some thoughts, we're open to listen, because we're not here to judge.
Yeah. And what I got to say is, you know, if you're like an atheist or a non-believer, just try to seek God. Sometimes, you know, God will meet you where you at. You don't got to go to no church. You know, just seek Him.
And that's a good point too. Like, just try. I guess.
Yeah, try.
Like, okay, something like I can say, like if you genuinely tried to find a religion and it didn't work for you, it didn't work for you. It's like, I mean, you tried it, you didn't believe this. You're right.
Yeah.
That's
well, all right, y'all.
Hey, appreciate y'all tuning in to us again. Yeah. Again, like, comment, share, subscribe.
Tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell your uncle, tell your sister, tell your cousin, tell your pet dog, your pet cat, your fish. Yeah. Like, comment, and subscribe.
The fish too?
Yeah, the fish.
All right.
Peace.